All right, welcome in, welcome in. Who is ready for some Prospect League? Who's ready for a whole week of Prospect League, in fact? As we got a lot of different things going on in PBE land. I believe the only day we're not going to have a stream of any sort is tomorrow. We'll be having Prospect League obviously right now. We will have our final regular season stream on Wednesday, Major League Draft on Thursday. Then the longest, and I can honestly say this for a fact, the longest PBE stream on the schedule now that the first round of the playoffs is split in two. Our rookie showcase, which is the entirety of the playoffs on Friday. Which spoiler alert, I'm gonna have some help on Friday, so you won't just hear me on Friday. Now, who will be my co-host? I'm gonna leave that as a surprise. I'm gonna leave that as a surprise. If you're a longtime Prospect League viewer, you may already have an idea of who my co-host is gonna be. So I'm pretty dang excited for Friday. And then y'all will find out what minor league teams you will be on Saturday with the minor league draft. And then we get to hand out some hardware on Sunday with awards. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, spring training next week. But with that being said, we may have some drama for our Wednesday stream. For those who are new, our final regular season stream is we don't really have a schedule of any sort. We're going to be watching games that have basically if you've watched the final stream of the regular season regular PB, which was I believe about a week and a half ago. It is that same format. We'll only watch games where there are seeding implications, and as of right now, first to last, only 4 games back. East and West tied at 2 games back of the North. So very close at the moment. Things may change today as we go through 6 more games, but everybody will have a chance to watch themselves on Friday, which could be anywhere. Just as a heads up, it could be anywhere from 2.5 hours, which is my personal record. Yes, I do keep track, at least somewhat. All the way up to I believe our longest ever was 5.5 hours, and that was literally every. I don't think I think we were 1 game short of the max amount of games in a stream. So Friday is going to be very interesting as well. But with that being said, I do have the schedule today pinned in the chat. Now there wasn't too many. For those who don't know, we try to watch games where there are user created starting pitchers, and there wasn't much for me to work with for the 6 game slate. So North and West, you can thank me now. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be watching them twice. It's a little uneven, which I try to avoid, but tonight could not really find my way around it. So, but everybody will be on at least once, and that's what matters. With that being said, we do have one new player. Well, new to Prospect League, but not new to us. Congrats on the recreate, BBJ. I feel I've been doing Prospect League for so long now that last season it was Jacob. This season it's BBJ. All of these wonderful users who I got to talk about their player their first time around in Prospect League, and all of a sudden now they're on to their second player. So congrats on the recreate, BBJ. Jerry Coleman, who is a catcher. This is a balanced build. I actually know because the person who makes me smart behind the scenes of Prospect League is on vacation. So I actually got to create the player this time. So that's why I know immediately offhand. But congrats, BBJ, who'll be the catcher for the North, and that's our only new addition to today. There's still time for players to be put in between now and we've even added players right before the playoffs on Friday. But with that being said, we do have a couple quick sim days to go through, and I believe we're on an off day. So let's go past the off day. And to our first quick sim day. So we'll start off with the East and the South. South getting the win, 7-4. For the East, What's It with a walk and a couple runs scored. And then for the South, Vicarian, 2 for 4 RBI, 2 runs scored. Park, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 2 runs. Wilkins, 2 for 4 RBI, 2 runs. And then Maxwell with a hit and 2 walks. Corrigan will take the loss. Hamilton the win. Lou Exos save. Jennifer Park is player of the game. North and the West. And it'll be the West winning 6-4. And in fact, before I look at that box score, hold on. Let me do one quick little thing there. There we go. Got to be acting as a team to get people put into the file. But that's better. No bias. No bias here in the booth. For the North, R's and N's always go together. And all right, it is Femhausen. I was going to say Fernhausen, but Femhausen, 2 for 5. Batty, 3 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs. Coleman in their debut, 1 for 4 with an RBI. On the West, Toffophilia, 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. And then Prince with 2 walks and a run scored. Beware Strikes will take the win. Skinster McKinley, blown save loss. Sebastian Cohen, player of the game. Go ahead and advance, and I believe this is also a quick sim day. And it is. East and the South. South winning 8-5. So both East and South at 21 and 23 at the moment, with 10 to play. For the East, What's It 1 for 4, walk and a run. Creek 1 for 4 as well as Croker. And then on the South, Maxwell 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, a walk and a run. Vicarian with an RBI. Park 1 for 3 with a walk and a run. And then Wilkins 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Lillian Blue will take the win. Healer the loss. Exos gets their 4th save. Fillmore Wilkins will be your player of the game. North and the West. And the West, we got our first walk-off of the stream. What was the walk-off? Maddie Phillips, walk-off single for the West. So East and South 21 and 23, North and West 23 and 21. So just makes Wednesday even more interesting if it continues on like this for the rest of the stream. For the North, Femhausen 3 for 5. RBI, 2 runs scored. McScallywags, 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Batty with an RBI. And then on the West, Toffophilia, 2 for 4 with an RBI and a walk. And then Lenity, 1 for 4 with a walk, RBI, and a run. Prince, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, and that 1 run was the winning run. Gamble with the win. West the loss. Eric Prince is your player of the game. That'll take us to our first game of the day, which is going to be North and West. Also, one thing I did forget to mention, since we've only had one Twitch stream, not counting this one for Prospect League, I did try to pick matchups with pitchers who have not seen their player on stream yet. So in this case, now the first day that I had an opportunity, it just so happened that they were both on. There was 2 different games, but for this one, we'll be watching. I know it's kind of blocked in the bottom, so I'll do that. Ben Smith be pitching for the West, and then Real Games for the North. Do I have a? Is there a mod around? I don't spy my eye on a mod. There's somebody with mod privileges, but they're not a mod, so I'm not going to call them out. And they're here to watch their player. So usually we do Twitch predictions, but in the interest of time, and since we don't have a mod today, we're gonna save all the predictions. We'll see if we got a mod on Wednesday. I'll definitely make sure we have it on Friday, because I got a lot of points to give. got a lot of points to give. I have 21,000 Twitch points. Well, you called yourself out. I didn't call you out. I didn't name names, but so technically, I didn't call you out. You called yourself out. Also gives me a chance to take a sip of my drink because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking. I had to bring my own drink. They didn't leave me. They didn't leave me. Don Marcus didn't leave me any cheer wine. Here in the booth, so I'd bring my own drink. Last time they only left me an orange. They left me and Chadwick an orange. We had to split. Gotta get that vitamin C. All right. Let's head into our first game of the day. It's going to be Jaden Zielinski at the plate to start things off. And he'll strike out. So one down. They'll bring up Femhausen. Deep right, but not quite deep enough. So out number 2. Now the 3-hitter, Griffin. I look forward to reading it. Griffin with a 2-out single. So I'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Tanyan. Runner going. Safe. 7th stolen base for Griffin. Runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Popped up. First base side. Who's going to get it? Let second baseman make the catch for out number 3. So runner left strand will go to the home half. It'll be Phillips to lead off. And Phillips with a base hit up the middle. He is a big threat on the base paths. I wouldn't be surprised if he steals second here. Instead, he will not. Tafo Felia will strike out. So 1 out. Runner still at first for Zahn. Zahn's on fire, and there's the stolen base. 18th stolen base for Phillips. Wow, Zahn's only hitting 266 so far. And he is going to ground out to the second baseman. Runner advances to third. Very un-Zahn-like. 9 home runs so far for probably the best prospect league hitter in the game. As Galtieri strikes out, both sides leave a runner stranded through 1. We'll go to the top of the second. McScallywags leading off. Slow roller on the first base side, toss to the pitcher, covering 1 down. Now I'll bring up McCovey. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. Now the shortstop, Batty. Popped up, first base side, and they'll let second baseman make the catch. 1, 2, 3 inning. Home half now be Dr. Zoidberg leading off. Went around, strike 3, 1 out. Next up, catcher Walker. Called, strike 3. Nobody on 2 outs for Lenity. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Both sides going down in order in the second. Off to the third we go. Soprano leading off for the North. Grounder to second. Over to first in time, 1 out. Next up will be Coleman. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Order will reset to Zielinski. And that's going to go into center field for another 2-out single. I'll bring Femhausen to the plate. Runner going. Safe. 3 hits in this game, and we've had 3 stolen bases. As Femhausen swing and a miss, strike 3 will retire the side. Also, 3 runners stranded total for both sides. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Prince, grounder to second. Easy play over to first for out number 1. That'll bring up Cohen. Liner caught in the hot corner, 2 outs. Top of the order now to Phillips. Fly ball left field, and that'll be caught for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 inning. We got the beginnings of a pitcher's duel so far. No score through 3. It'll be Griffin leading off here in the top of the 4th. Base hit up the middle. Leadoff single. Now the cleanup hitter, Tanyan. Runner going. Safe. Another stolen base. 4 stolen bases now in the whole game. 8th for Griffin, 2nd tonight. Swing and a miss by Tanyan, 1 out. Now McScallywag, oh, nope, that gets away. So runner at third base with one out. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for Smith. He's up to 6 now as McCovey is going to bring in that run, base hit up the middle. North on the board first, 1-0. Still 2 outs in the inning for Batty. Popped up, shortstop under it, makes the catch for out number 3. However, the North get 1 run across on 2 hits, no errors. Man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Tafofalia leading off for the West. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Next up, Brandon Zahn. To right center, caught for out number 2. Is Galtieri called, strike 3. 7 strikeouts through 4 for real games. Go to the top of the 5th, 8-9-1 due up for the North, Soprano. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Next up will be Coleman. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Order will reset to Zielinski. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ben Smith striking out the side. 9 strikeouts over 5. But the North still up by a run halfway through. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Zoidberg to straightaway center. Out number 1. Next up, Walker. Chopper to shortstop, and they'll make the play. 2 down. Lenedy, swing and a miss, strike 3. I believe that is 10 straight retired for real games. And we're already off to the 6th inning. Still a 1-0 ball game. Femhausen leading off, swing and a miss, strike 3. 10 strikeouts for Smith. Griffin 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3. So runner aboard with 1 out. Will that be it for Smith? It will. Moscow Washburn, new pitcher, and how's about 3 for 3 with 3 stolen bases for Griffin. Entered this game with 6 stolen bases, and all of a sudden now has 9. As Tanyan to deep center, that is caught. Runner is not going to tag up. So it'll be a runner at second, 2 outs for McScallywags, who will pop that up by the second base bag, and it's going to fall. It is going to fall, and since it was 2 outs, Griffin was running, so that's going to be considered an RBI single. I have to admit, I don't recall ever seeing that particular animation in OTP, as McCovey will ground out to third to get the force at second base. North doubles the lead. It is 2-0. We'll go to the home half. I got to say it, Real Games entered the inning with 67 pitches. Very serendipitous. Strikes out Prince to start off the bottom of the 6th. As Cohen fly ball to left field, caught for out number 2. Top of the order to Phillips. Liner, but caught at second base. That is 13 straight. I'm sorry. That is. No, they have 13 straight retired. As Batty leads off top of the 7th with a fly out to left. And actually, I apologize. That's actually 16 straight. The hit that the West had was also in the 1st inning. So that is 16 straight as Soprano swing and a miss. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Coleman popped up, and they're going to make the second baseman run all the way near the first base line to make the catch. At the stretch, it's 2-0 North. Should also point out, we have not had a single walk in this game so far. Tafofalia leading off. That's a fly ball to left field. That's caught for out number 1. Make it 17 straight retired. As Zahn hits a hard, but right at the first base bag, 2 outs. Galtieri is going to get a base hit. 2nd hit of the game for the West. And that's probably going to be it for Real Games, as their pitch count's pretty high. And it'll be Kevin West, the new pitcher, pitching to Zoidberg, who flies out to left for out number 3. 6+ inning gem for Real Games. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's only a 2-run ball game, however, as Zielinski strikes out looking to start off the 8th. Next up will be Femhausen. That's deep, and it is gone. Dinger time for Obo Femhausen. Adds on to the lead. It is now 3-0 North, their 5th of Prospect League. And now they'll bring up Griffin, who hits that to center field, pretty well hit, but right at the fielder for out number 2. Now Tanyan, chopper to third. Great play over at third for out number 3. North tack on another, this time via the long ball. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-7-8 due up for the West. As Walker flies at the center field, caught for out number 1. Next up will be Lenedy, and that's going to be a base hit, 3rd hit of the game for the West. This one with 1 out. Next up will be the shortstop Prince, and that is going to be in the corner. It's going to go off the wall. Runner at first base is going to try to score, and does. It's going to be an RBI triple for Prince. It's 3-1. And now all of a sudden, Cohen represents the tying run. Still only 1 out in the inning, and that gets away. It's going to be a passed ball. A passed ball brings in the run. 3-2 with 1 out. Swing and a miss by Cohen. Out number 2 will go to the top of the order to Phillips. Chopper to first, and that'll end the inning. Drama heading into the 9th. 3-2 North. Now all of a sudden they're now really looking for more insurance. McScallywags leading off the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. New pitcher, by the way, for the West, Hank Hill. He took a break from selling propane and propane accessories. As McCovey swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Now bring up Batty. Fly ball center field, playable, and caught for out number 3. All of a sudden, the West have a chance. They have a chance. 1 to tie, 2 to walk it off, and they have 2, 3, 4. That includes Brandon Zahn, who will be hitting in the 9th. Draft bust Jimbo looking for the save, as Tafofalia grounds out for out number 1. Now Brandon Zahn. Ball 4. That's the first walk we've had in the entire game. Will that come back to bite him? Because Galtieri represents the winning run. Strike 3 called, 2 down. Now down to their final out will be Zoidberg. Chopper to short, and they will throw to first and get it there just in time to end the game. A little bit of drama, a little bit of, I don't know if thriller is the right word for our first game of the day, but 3-2. North will take the win. Real Games still will hang on to get to be the winning pitcher. 9 strikeouts, 2 hits over 6 2/3. Ben Smith will say he got the hard luck loss. 2 runs, 5 hits over 5 1/3, struck out 10, didn't walk a batter. Real Games is your player of the game. What should we know about Cody? It is Eastern Daylight Time. EDT. Don't do EST unless you want to make him mad. Need I say more? East and South. And wow. 2-0, and they came in the top of the 9th. Guess this was the day of the pitchers' duel. For the East, Croker 1 for 2 with 2 walks. On the South, Maxwell 1 for 4, Wilkins 1 for 3. Neither starting pitcher will be in on the decision. Gary Buse will take the win. Tucker Doubt will take the loss. Player of the game goes to Man Person, not to be confused with Person Man. Had to get in that pun at least once today. We'll even do a safety save. We have a travel day, and then we have our next game to watch. As we only have one starting pitcher that's in the 2 spot, so we'll be watching the North again, but this time against the East. So we'll get our first look on stream of Elijah Rosado, user Villain. Fastball, sinker, circle, change. I'm going to assume this is a junk ball build, because that or maybe a control freak, one or the other. 50-50 chance. Hopefully Cody is still around. We get to see Vecna What's It as Cody's player. Also gives me a chance to hydrate. Even though it's a Mountain Dew. So not really hydrating, but the first ingredient is water. That's my excuse. I'm going to stick with it. You can sue me later. Just talk to my lawyer. First name Chad. Last name Wick. Not to be confused with John Wick. That tells me you were not paying attention opening day because we were looking at it. Because you're a shortstop who can't field. We double checked and everything. Because trust me, I saw it. I saw it at first. I was like, "What's going on here?" And everything is correct. Well, build better. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just the messenger. You will have if you have complaints about your player, you will have to take it up with your co-GM because your co-GM made all the players but one. So you'll have to take it up with him, even though he's currently busy at the moment. Um, he's at the beach. I will not say what beach. I don't want to dox him. Well, you will have to wait till he returns from vacation to give him a hard time. But with that being said, now that do you have any other I don't want to say gripes. Gripes is the wrong word. Do you have any other regulations that you would like to point out? And for those who are wondering, I'm saying this in jest. I'm not. I really like Cody, so I'm asking in jest. Don't at me. If you're gonna at somebody, at Fetty. But you didn't hear that from me either. You know what? You can at me on Twitch. That's fine. At me on Twitch, and then at Fetty on Discord. There you go. Win-win. We're going to go to the North, who I believe is still at Wrigley Field, actually. I don't remember all the fields for this year's Prospect League. And it is Wrigley Field. As What's It will ground out to second base for the first out. You have 31. Did you do a speed build? That probably explains a lot. You have 31 stolen bases. As Getz grounds out, I'm actually curious. You might actually get the single season. We're gonna have to look. Now I want to know if you have the single season stolen base record for Prospect League. As Jose, oh, I didn't give him his introduction. Jose, unfortunately, swung a miss. Go to the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss by Zielinski, out number 1. Somebody please remind me to go look at the stolen base leaderboard because I might forget, even though I'm very curious. Femhausen, fly ball center field. Center fielder literally did not even have to take a step. 2 outs for Griffin. Fly ball left field. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Neither side getting on base in the first. Go to the second. It'll be Super Creek. The music lover in me is going to eventually say Super Freak instead of Super Creek. But it's Bauer. He'll survive. Pops it up for out number 1. Next up, Kiff Croker. Base hit up the middle. So runner at first with 1 out. Now Sato, chopper, there's 1. They're not going to turn 2. It'll be a fielder's choice. 2 outs. Farnsworth, grounder to short, gets the force at second base to retire the side. No runs hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Go to the bottom of the inning. Tanyan leading off for the North. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Next up will be McScallywags. Chopper to short. In time, 2 outs. Now McCovey, ball 4. So runner aboard, 2 outs for Batty. Popped up by the first base bag. In fact, the first baseman will make the catch for out number 3. Both sides stranding a runner in the second. We'll go on to the third. Dickie Smooth leading off with a walk. Leadoff runner is aboard for Jameson. Fly ball left field, pretty well hit, but not quite enough. Out number 1. Top of the order to What's It. Tries to bunt. Doesn't work. Hits it right to the first base side. Throw to second. Not in time. So just be the ground out runner to second. Cody, you should have added some TPE to bunting. Did you not know that that's the meta? As Getz grounds out to the shortstop to retire the side. We'll go to the home half of the third. Still no score. 8-9-1 due up for the North. Tony Soprano. It's at deep center. Caught for out number 1. Next up will be Coleman. Went around strike 3. 2 down. Top of the order. Zielinski. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Just like our last stream game, we're scoreless through 3. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Jose leading off, and it's going to be a chopper to the shortstop. Out number 1. Actually, I feel double old. I'm pretty sure I was also doing Prospect League. You know, I mentioned BBJ earlier. I'm pretty sure Burgers, I was also doing Prospect League. Man, I feel old. Super Creek with a gapper, 1 out double. Chance for them to bring in a run. Croker, though, swing and a miss. 2 outs. Now Sato, that gets away. Runner goes to third. That's going to be scored a wild pitch. And then it's now popped up on the third base side. Caught for out number 3. Another runner left stranded, this time in scoring position. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-3-4, due up for the North. It'll be Femhausen leading off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 out. Next up will be Griffin. And that's going to be down for a base hit. Runner at first, 1 out. Tanya, that gets away. That's going to be scored as a wild pitch. Runner at second base with 1 out. Popped up. 2 outs. Now McScallywags. Base hit to left. Runner was going since it was 2 outs, and they will score. RBI single for McScallywags. North on the board first, 1-0. Runner going. Runner's out by about 1.5 country miles. However, North on the board first, 1-0. Top 5 now, bottom of the East order. Farnsworth fly ball left field. That is caught for out number 1. Next up, Smooth. Strike 3 called, 2 outs. That'll bring up Jameson. Fly ball center field, and that's actually going to fall in. That's quite the weird animation, but sure, double for Jameson. 2 outs, top of the order to What's It. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Halfway through our second game of the night, 1-0 North. We'll go to the bottom of the inning, 6-7-8 do up for the North. McCovey, that's going to fall in for a base hit. Leadoff single. Runner going. Safe. 10th stolen base for McCovey. As Batty's still at the plate, grounder to third, keeps the runner at second. Now it'll be 1 out. As Soprano, that's going to be down for a base hit. Runner was going on the swing. And safe. RBI single for Soprano. North doubles the lead. It's now 2-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. Runner at first for Coleman. Ball 4. First and second, 1 out. Top of the order to Zielinski. Balk. Second and third, 1 out on the balk. Can't be a prospect league stream without somebody committing the balk. It's popped out shallow right field. No one will score, so there's a chance the guy that's only given up 1 run, it'll be Femhausen at the plate, but it'll be a base hit. Both runners will score. 2 RBI single for Femhausen. 3 runs in this bottom of the 5th for the North. It's now 4-0. And a swing and a miss by Griffin will finally end the inning. 3 runs for the North in that bottom of the 5th. Go to the top of the 6th. 2-3-4 due up. As Getz hits that into the gap, it's going to 1 bounce off the ivy. Stand up, lead off, double. And now Jose. New pitcher Al Duggar, swing and a miss by Jose. So 1 out in the inning for Super Creek. Chopper to second. Does move the runner to third. Runner at third now 2 outs. Croker to the plate. Liner but caught by the first baseman to retire the side. So no runs for the East in the top of the 6th. They still trail by 4. 4-5-6 due up for the North. It's Tanyan fly ball left field. Caught for out number 1. McScallywags will strike out looking. 2 outs. McCovey, liner but caught by the second baseman. 1-2-3 inning will go on to the 7th. Sato, Farnsworth, and Smooth due up here in the top of the 7th as Sato grounds at the third for the first out. Next up will be Farnsworth. Liner gets through for a base hit. So runner first, 1 out. Smooth pops that up. Caught for out number 2. And that'll be a stolen base for Farnsworth. Runner at second, 2 outs. Jameson to the plate. Fly ball to right field. Caught for out number 3. At the stretch, North still up by 4. They'll send up 7, 8, 9. As Batty, fly ball right center field. Caught for out number 1. Next up will be Soprano. Chopper to the shortstop. Out number 2. And Coleman swinging a miss, strike 3. Will retire the side in order. East with 2 more chances to get some runs on the board. Skinster McKinley, the new pitcher, as What's It fly ball to center field for the first out. Now Joe Getz, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Jose, chopper to short. Out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for the East. Top of the order for the North here in the bottom of the 8th. Zielinski. That'll be a base hit. Next up will be Femhausen. That's going to be down for a base hit. Runner's going to hold at second, first and second with no outs for Robin Griffin. Strike 3 called, 1 out. Swing and a miss by Tanyan. Weiser will have a chance to get out of the jam. And strike 3 called, so 2 straight singles and struck out the next 3. East need 4 to tie 5 to force the bottom of the 9th. As Super Creek leads off with a grounder to the shortstop for out number 1. Next up's Croker. Base hit to center field. So runner aboard, 1 out for Sato. Fly ball center field, 2 down. And now Farnsworth. Popped up, caught by the shortstop, and that'll be it. North win 4-0, a combined 6-hitter. Rosado will take the win, Peregrino the loss. Elijah Rosado, your player of the game. So we have, I believe, let me make sure I'm on the right day, 31st. Yeah, so we have the following day we will do West and South, and then we have the quick sim, and then that's a wrap. So West and South on Halloween. Happy Halloween. And this goes to extras. West winning 5-4. Tafofilia 1 for 5 with an RBI. And then Prince 1 for 4 for the West. On the South, Maxwell 2 for 4. Walk, RBI, 2 runs scored. Vicarian 2 for 4. Park 1 for 5 with an RBI. Wilkins with an RBI. And for pitching, Prospect League special for Gamble. Blown save and the win. Exos take the loss. Hank Hill gets the save. Paulie Gaultier, your player of the game. And I almost forgot. A little sidebar real quick. Oh man, Cody, you should beat that one. Currently, you are 4th on the single season stolen base leaderboard. 1 behind the commish, who got 32 last season. The record currently is being held by Lore. Errol Cove with 34. And we have how many games to play? We've got about 8 games to play. You just need 4 stolen bases over the next 8 games, and you will have a single season Prospect League record for stolen bases. So you're welcome. Yep, you're in. You are in, BBJ. Boom. Jerry. Sorry, I had to do that. I fought the urge till just now. But yep, you're in. You are in. Safety save again. I think I saved like 5 times already, but we'll do it again. All right, so 11-1. Yep, West versus South. West versus South. This will be our last stream game of the day. And I will let chat decide. Shall we do Ask the Booth? Would you all like to do Ask the Booth for this final game of the stream? We have one more day after this, and then we will wrap it up. So would chat like to do? If chat wants to ask the booth, we shall do it. Not everybody reply at once, so I will take that as a no. All right, let's get into it. Amos Rich pitching for the West, Keith Hamilton pitching for the South. Two of our NPC pitchers. Let's go ahead and get into it. Wow, Matty Phillips is 37 already. Where has the time gone? Hingle is, wow, I feel old. I feel old. I feel even older now. Hingle is 38. At least we did go through a game change in between the time Hingle was originally a real Prospect League player to now, so I don't know if the age is rolled over as Phillips leads off with a walk. Tafovalia, that's down for a base hit. Phillips did have to hold up to make sure it wasn't caught, so first and second with no outs. That'll bring up Zahn. Fly ball left field, caught for out number 1, and Phillips is going to tag. Runners in the corners, 1 out. Next up, Galtieri. Chopper. They'll get the double play, our first double play all night. 4-6-3 twin killing prevents a run from scoring. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Maxwell to lead off for the Thingamabobs, the defending champs. Maxwell grounder to second for out number 1. Vicarian grounder to third in time for 2 outs. Next up will be McCanahan. Chopper to the shortstop. 1-2-3 inning. We're scoreless through 1. We'll go on to the second. It'll be Zoidberg leading off for the West. And it's going to fall in for a leadoff single. Leadoff runner is on for Walker. And that's going to be down for a base hit. Second inning in a row, West lead off with 2 straight singles. Will they get a run across, though, this time? As Lenedy, ground ball, another 4-6-3 double play. It does not end the inning, however. Runner at third, 2 outs. Prince at the plate. Grounder to the shortstop, and they will get the out. 2 straight innings. West get the first 2 runners aboard, but they also get a double play and leave the runner stranded at third. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Park, fly ball center field for out number 1. Next up is Hingle. Chopper to the shortstop. 2 down. I'll bring up Austin Sanders. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for the South. 9-1-2 due up for the West. It'll be Cohen. Hard hit right at third, however, for out number 1. We'll go back to the top. Matt Phillips. Liner caught by the shortstop. 2 down. Now, Tafofalia. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning. No score through 2.5. Bottom of the South order due up. Duckley. Grounder to second. 1 out. Next up, Wilkins. And it's going to be a base hit. First hit of the game for the South. Also their first base runner of the game. That'll bring up Unmore. That gets away from the catcher, so runner at second with 1 out. Scored a pass ball. And they'll walk Unmore. First and second for the South with 1 out. Top of the order to Maxwell. And that gets away. That is going to be scored a wild pitch as Maxwell ground ball keeps the runners at second and third. So 2 outs. West with a chance to get out of the jam. Vicarian. Base hit to center field. 1 run will score. Second runner coming around, and they will score. Shepard Vicarian with a 2 RBI single. South on the board first, 2-0. Next up will be McCanahan. Grounder to third, and it's bobbled at second base. Everybody is safe. First error we've seen on the stream today. First and second, 2 outs now for Park, who will line that to left for out number 3. 2 runs, 2 hits, an error, 2 left on base. South with the first lead of the game will go to the top of the 4th. Brandon Zahn, base hit to right to lead things off. Now bring up Galtieri. And that's a base hit. Third time in the game that the West have led off with 2 straight singles. They have not scored a single run in either instance. Zoidberg swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. Next up, Walker. Popped it up. Shallow left back. The shortstop will make the catch, 2 down. Next up will be Lenity. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and for the third time in 4 innings, West cannot get a run across after getting the first 2 runners aboard. Go to the bottom of the 4th. McCringleberry pops that up behind the second base bag for out number 1. Next up, Austin Sanders. Fly ball to right field, caught for out number 2. I'll bring up Duckley. Smothered at first base, but it's going to be an infield hit. Couldn't get it there fast enough. So Duckley on with an infield hit. Wilkins fly ball to left for out number 3. Still 2-0 game through 4. We'll go to the top of the 5th. 8-9-1 do it for the West. Be Eric Prince. Fly ball center field, out number 1. Cohen. Called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Go back to the top of the order to Phillips. Fly ball center field, caught for out number 3. Halfway through our final game of the night. South up by a couple. They'll be setting up 9-1-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Unmore leads off with a strikeout looking inside corner. 1 out, top of the order to Maxwell. Liner to right, but caught in deep right, out number 2. Now Vicarian, fly ball to right field as well. This time not really a liner. Easy play for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning will go on to the 6th. Tafofalia leading off for the West. And it's going to be a base hit center field to lead things off. Next up will be Zahn. Runner going. Safe. So runner at second with no outs. Popped up. Caught for out number 1. Runner goes back to second. Now Galtieri. Grounder. Runner goes back. 2 outs. Zoidberg. Fly ball center field. Caught for out number 3. So 1 hit. Left stranded. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 2-0 game. McCanahan swinging a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. Next up, Park. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Back-to-back Ks for Rich. As McCringleberry grounder to short. Out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for the South. Just like that, we're already off to the 7th. 2-0. South still with the lead. Top of the 7th, I should say, for Walker, flies it out to deep center. Now Lenity, base hit up the middle. Runner aboard with 1 out. Prince, fly ball center field, playable, caught for out number 2. Cohen popped up foul ground first base side, and that's caught for out number 3. And at the stretch, still anybody's game. I mean, it's only a two-run lead for the South, so anything could still happen in these final innings. As Sanders leads off with a strikeout. So nobody on with 1 out. Duckley. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's it for Rich. Rafferty Holman, new pitcher. And Wilkins down the line to the corner. 2 out double. Now Unmore, grounder to second. Beats out the throw. Infield hit. Runners are cornered. 2 outs, top of the order to Maxwell. Popped up, third base side, caught for out number 3. West will get out of the jam, keeps it only a 2-0 deficit. They'll be staying up top of the order here in the top of the 8th with Phillips leading off. Grounder to third, out number 1. Next up, Tafo Filia. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brandon Zahn's been very quiet all stream long. And it's going to be a fly ball down the left field line, but it is caught for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 2-3-4. South looking for some more insurance. Vicarian will lead off with a single opposite field. And now McCanahan. That's down the line to the corner. Runner at first is going to hold up at third, a double for McCanahan. Second and third for the South with no outs. And that'll bring up Jennifer Park. Strike 3 called. It's only 1 out still in the inning as McCringleberry strikes out. Struck him out looking. Sanders, fly ball to right. That's caught for out number 3. West get out of the jam. Now they need to find some runs and find them fast. 2 to tie, 3 to 4, or 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. We'll go to the top of the 9th. Galtieri leading off. Back to the pitcher. Out number 1. Now Zoidberg takes that in the back, so the tying run will come to the plate, and C.J. Walker with 1 out on the hit by pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They're down to their final out. It'll be Lenity. Popped up, second baseman under it, makes the catch for out number 3. And I guess 2 of the 3 games we watched today will end up being pitchers' duels. 2-0 win for the South. 14 hits in the whole game. Only 2 runs ended up coming across. Only 2 relievers were used, 1 on each side. Hamilton will take the win. Rich the loss. Charlie Zhu with the 8-out save. And Hamilton is your player of the game. East and the North. Oh my. East tie it up in the top of the 9th. 3-3. And in the 11th, they get 5 runs in that top of the 11th. They win it 8-4 over the North. And that is not an accurate win-loss chart. For the box score, East. Super Creek 1 for 4 with an RBI, 2 runs scored. Croker 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, a run scored. And then on the North, McScallywags 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Batty 3 for 5, 2 runs. Coleman 1 for 5 with an RBI. Wide will take the win. Relief, Kevin West will take the loss. Jorbel Boykins, your player of the game. And that'll take us to our final day of the stream tonight. Go left to right, east and the north. And both sides getting a run in the 9th inning. East will win 5-4. Super Creek 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs, a walk and a run. Croker 2-for-4 with an RBI. On the North, McScallywags 2-for-4. And then for our pitching, Gary Buse will take the win. Skinster McKinley the loss. Kinsella the save. Maverick Tanyan, player of the game. And our last box score of the night, West and the South, and we got a walk-off. So 2 walk-offs. We didn't get to watch either of them. They didn't happen in the game that we chose. Oh, wow. On the first pitch of the bottom of the 9th, Darius Maxwell walk-off solo home run on an 0-0 count. Board of Directors. That's a great username, actually. With the walk-off in the bottom of the 9th to give the South the 5-4 win. For the West, Salvo Falia 2-for-4 with a run scored. Lenity with a walk and a run. Prince 1-for-4. On the South, Maxwell with that home run, as we mentioned earlier. 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Park 1-for-4 with 3 RBIs, and Wilkins 3-for-4. Exos will take the win. Relief Gamble the loss. Darius Maxwell with the walk-off home run is your player of the game. And we're done. We are done for tonight. As I mentioned, we will have the play. Oh my God. It got closer. North started off this stream with a 2-run lead, or 2-game lead, I should say, over the East, and I believe it was the West. However, it is now 1 game. In fact, the South even made up a couple games. 2 games separates first to fourth. And as a reminder, this only decides the seeding for Friday's playoffs. So, might need to bring a snack on Wednesday. We got a lot of different games up for grabs. So let me go ahead and do my part. You may get your million PBE dollars in 5 to 7 business days. I only say it because there's no mod tonight. So the mods handle that. So unless there's going to be a mod, we'll see if I have a mod on Wednesday or if there's going to be a mod for the Majors draft on Thursday. I'll definitely make sure there's a mod on Friday, though. I'll definitely make sure of that. As a reminder, index does not automatically update once I do this portion. There's still 1/2 that I can't do, so we will let you know if it updates early. If not, it automatically updates at midnight Eastern Time. Eastern Daylight Time. Even though I don't know if Cody's still watching. But just to be ultra specific before he jumps down my throat. All right. We are good to go on that. I'll still do a safety save just in case. And I believe official OOTP is streaming at the moment. So we'll go ahead and send it off to, as we call them, the mothership. Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll see you on Wednesday. Time to be determined. It's probably going to be around the same time we started tonight. But time to be determined on that. And we will see you all later.